Hello, and welcome. I'm Country Comrade, and welcome back to Nioh II. Previously, I did the Viper's Sanctum. The snake killed me so many times, and yeah, let's just leave it as that. Right now, I want to do some more. Might as well do the easy one first, so let's go. Tara, a village located on some mountain lake, which was given its name, which means bellows, due to the iron smelting industry that was located. Countless drifters settled there over the years and formed the backbone of its community. Now the once bustling city lies in the ruin. Only a select few blacksmiths are permitted to enter the forge found at its heart. And now you're wondering, Country Comrade, why are you wearing a shrine priestess's armour? Well, for that, I think I'll be... Okay, fall damage taken, -7. Untouched on your magic, which would... so, it wasn't called untouched, it was called unlimited in number 1. Obviously my equipment weight is now 10 or 29.1%. Toughness is up there, even though it's light armor. But also, I don't have the greaves. I don't think. I don't. Anyway, the green is special, so it means. So all I need now is the Shrine Maiden's shoes. So, on purification, so if I purify... to be honest, I don't know what that means. Purification. I was like thinking Yokai realm, but it also it reduces my damage against taken from Yokai. Not best with humans, but Yokai, with the special stuff that they come out with. The stuff that they come out with could give me an advantage-ish. I'm still using the brew. I've got the new Tonfa, which is... So, it's the ally. I'll talk to her in a minute. It's the woman with the skull mask that you've seen in the intro. Okay, it was called Unlimited. Oh god. I fell down. Oh, it's a... So, you gain your skills so fast on this game. Well, on number 1 it was decent, but eventually it slowed, and I'm like, well, am I gonna get any skills yet? And then eventually I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna get any skills anytime soon, so I might as well just quit using this weapon. But on skills on the number 1, it's not specified, so like, everything was rather to do with samurai or ninjutsu or magic. That was it. So if you put stuff in anything to do with like strength, skill, I think it was only strength and skill, that would boost up your samurai skills. So anything that was to do with samurai, it was like to do with like your main weapon, which would be like, for an example, is dual swords or the axe, and that's it. All these, except from the hatchets and the switchglaive and the... That's it. That's the only 2 new weapons there is the switchglaive and hatchets. All of it was to do with samurai skills. Samurai, and that's it. Anything to do with magic was magic skill based set, and the anything to do with ninjutsu was ninjutsu. So if it was like for bare arms, but for some reason now it's bare arms is now a samurai skill, which is right there. Increase the damage attacked by bare arms. I think bare arms was to do with like ninjutsu, because it was like, oh, it'll be all to do with like karate, which is a defense martial arts where you have no weapons on you, and that's it. So every time I was like ranking up the dual swords, it wasn't just for a specified dual sword skill. It was only samurai skills, and that was it. Shiftling is new, and that's it. Magic was magic, so like fireball, lightning ball, water ball, insert element here, stop, imbue magic to weapon. I'm still trying to figure out where the one that increases, well, it gives you like a second chance, which is when you die, you come back with a little bit of health. I can't remember what it's called. Sloth is a good magic. Carnage Talisman is okay, but it lowers your defense, so you probably get, so it'll double your attack, but it will minus double your defense. So you'll probably get hit once and boom, half your or quarter of your health is gone, and you'll be sitting there crapping bricks when you just get hit, even sneezed on by an enemy. Folding talisman. Oh right, so it'll. Alright, so a folding talisman is basically the same as a talisman, travel talisman, should I say? It sends you back to the last shrine that you prayed to without using any Amarita. Eventually I will find it. It's just that Sacred Water increases your ki, and that's what the my armor does. It. Oh yeah. On here it's on here it's called Untouched. On the other one it was Unlimited. So if I use this, I don't look like much of a shrine maid when I've got that, when I've got horns. So if I use, I don't know, that steel talisman, it has a chance of.
Tokichiro がうるさいから来たけど、大したやつはいないようね。私はこの辺りを片付ける。あなたは村を下って。
Okay. So you have a chance of. Oh, she has a glaive. Switch glaive, should I say? Huh, interesting. As I was saying, it gives you a chance of not using it, so then you can use it again. It's like. Oh. Yes, I've now finally got the backstab. Finally got the backstab. It's so much nicer to have the backstab. I've now got if I don't use any I'll look so unshrine maiden like. Just take all these off and just rely on my fists. I have a feeling I am gonna So, the dwellers, not with these dwellers, Jesus, these dwellers are more easy to other ones when. So what I do with the dwellers, if you, I don't know, use the there we go. Oh, I've got it powered up again, but it hasn't spoke to me again. Of course, I can only use again. His hammer's not doing well again. Okay. I knew it, it's that wheel monk. Bloody hate wheel monks. So, a way to get... oh, Jesus, before I go into the fire. A way to get rid of the wheel monks. The wheel monks are weak against water. I do have water somewhere. No, wrong one. There we go. They're weak against water. But a good way is to aim for the one on the back. Oh, that's good. That's new. Ah, well, that's definitely new. It's now... they now do it twice. Okay. I'll have to remember that. Usually it's only one, and once they like slam into like a wall, they just knock out all their stamina. They've changed all the rules. They can't do this, and they did. I need a different dual sword. Can't use well up. You just hit them once or twice and they'll go down. So it's easy to get rid of them like that. Huh. At least that hasn't changed. So the weapon that I want changing helped me in that edge. So if you know previously I had to get... I rescued the blacksmith in the previous episode. Why is there a human helping? This is what I don't understand. Yokai, big demons, big everything. And then there's humans like, oh yeah, let's help the yokai. Oh, come on. Get out of here. Why is the most strange attack and got going? Oh, it's up there. Yeah, at the moment we're only doing... I don't even want to know what that is. I'll do it off screen. I've been doing a lot of off screen, yeah, that's it. I've been doing a lot of off screen stuff, so I'm prepared. So you don't have to watch me run around killing the snake, like, so many times. This is also another thing that I've been looking at. All these people have got a large weapon, and I just fell off. But on, like, number one, you see them like with just swords or like an axe. This time you just see them using everything. It's like the people at Team Ninja are like, oh, okay, we'll just assume these guys have played number one. Obviously they give you the tutorial on how to deal with everything. Most telegraphed, as in telegraphed I mean the most easiest to read, is the axe and the odachi. What I do find difficulty and what is harder to read is the dual swords. But the dual swords are so good because they have a parry that is better than anything else. Because the parry on the dual sword is an actual parry. You can, it's like, with every other different, oh damn it, I need to go up there. Where's them ladders? Oh, here they are. Any other parry? At least the Tonfa is a female for some reason. Is a female for some reason. What was I saying? Oh yeah. The parries for other weapons are fine. Oh damn it. Oh no, damn it. Oh hi. What I was saying was, parries for other different weapons are like push this sword out of the way, but you will maybe get damage if you do it not perfect. Whereas the dual swords allows you to. I must not have a thing for this. But the dual swords has actually got like a little effect where it'll render you. It'll render you like. So like that, what I just did as a critical. That's what it does with the dual swords. You'll probably go have a look at my previous videos. I've done it before. But the parry that I've got at the moment is so impossible to do. It's not fast enough. It's slow, yeah, true, and oh no. There we go. Wow. I should have dodged. Yeah, I got that. I got that when I first played. I got like a soul. Yeah, I did it when I did that when I first played. I got a soul call, and I was like, okay, what do I do with this? And then I died, and I was like, oh. It then prompted me to go, oh, I need to save that. And then I had to go back. And then I quit, it was only to get used to the game. And obviously I'm not really that used to it yet, since Wheel Monk has new moveset, and which I'm just going to dodge past. Run all the way over here. Right down here. There we go. What the fuck? What? They're not supposed to be down here. There we go. I'm still used to pressing R2, but now R2's thingy. Use yokai abilities. Oh, he died. Alright, so that's what I'm supposed to be getting, the item off there. What are you going in dark there? I know it doesn't make sense, but I'm going to do it. Oh, when you clear yokai realm, that pulls white liquid, well not white liquid, that little aura, should I say, that blue aura there, you gain more, and depending on the items you get, oh no, like for your, I don't know why I healed again. Depending on the items you get for weapons or armor, you would increase the ability of what you get. So like you can increase your health when you clear one. Oh, when you've actually finished a mission, any effects that have been placed on you don't do anything. So like, if you was affected with fire, you wouldn't die by fire. You'd still be at the same health, which is nice, because there's many times when... Oh, okay, I just wanted to go up and have a look around, see if I missed out. Well, apparently I can't. See, look, I can... There you go, I can sit in this fire and do nothing. Because there's many times on Dark Souls, there's even a glitch, and I did it with Dark Souls 2 with a Fume Knight. I killed him and then died immediately after, and it didn't save, so I had to kill him again. So there's many times where on a Dark Souls game where you can kill the boss, die, and it doesn't save the progress. You'd have to go through the boss again. On this, it allows you to actually save your well, makes you immortal basically, and you won't die by anything. And also the Magatama that I just picked up, you get them in the first one, and you send it to Senji Toyo, and she'll make more stuff for you. Thank you, you have an idea just how valuable the Magatama is for us blacksmiths. I think they're littered around all the map. Littered around the whole of like missions, and you'll have to find them. I found every single one of them, number one. I need to get a bunch of stuff ready, so you think you can bring it along to the forge later on. With that, we're going to be able to make 5 better gear. So... Oh, the wheel. Alright, it'll just... Oh, you turn into the... wheel monk. Attunement cost -1, that's not bad. So, the attunement cost... so you get an Namiya bonus if the enemy is scorched, so... That includes, not being a wheel monk, so you can like put fire on your weapon and boom, bonus. Yokai shift is where I transform into my yokai. Attunement cost is how many you can put on a soul, guardian spirit, should I say. Dash key consumption. Yeah. Right, item collector. Ooh. Yeah, blue's rare. So if you take it to the blacksmith now, go to the forge. Yeah. Gaga to choose Magatama and go to this. Okay, you will. Okay. Oh, that's nice. You don't get much. Unless it's something to do with armor. It'll be somewhere, I'll find it eventually. But it'll the Magatama that I just collected, it'll give you better stuff. Trust me. greedy hunter. Master Dōsan. Guess he doesn't want us forgetting who's in charge anytime soon. It is another request to take care of some yokai. Apparently they've already sent a bunch of people, but not a single one of them has returned. Still, that doesn't scare you though, right? Didn't think so. Let's go to them. Let's get to it then. Can't read today. So I've done all them. Hey, someone left me a weird message when we weren't looking. Let's see. It seems someone's scattered some words onto a leaf of a stone. One friend look. The handwriting is terrible, so I wondered if it is a kid playing a joke. Anyway, here you go. Make me figure out. Oh yeah, we learned about the Sudoma. Sudomas are the purple Kodomas. They're more evil looking, but they're not threatening. And if you give... at the moment I've only gave them a purple item. And look, little Kodoma. I can't understand him.
お前なんでここにお前もあの手紙受け取ったのか霊石でも手に入るかと思ったがこのちっこいやつしかいねえあの妙な手紙の差出人探すしかねえか
So your Kodomas, these little guys, they're your friendly little tree spirit. The other ones are more evil looking, the purple. Almost rest at that shrine. I think even if you die, I think you get sent back to where you started from. You don't get like kicked out of the game. You just get sent back to where... you get sent back to the beginning, practically. And you just continue from there. And also the reason why I'm wearing the lightest armor on the game. Well, I don't think it is the lightest armor on the game, but it is part light armor. Is I was using them ones, so like for defense. However, since I've got 4 items in a... well, 4 items, should I say, as an actual thing, I might as well start using them since... all I have to say, this is one big yokai. God's sake, he's one of the hopping guys. Ippon. I have to say, this is one big dark realm. Oh, as I noticed, them guys do paralysis, and the only way to get paralysis is to have paralysis on you first. It'll be that guy controlling it. Or one of the guys. That familiarity with the white bone tonfa. Oh, kitty cat. And there he is rolling around. And also, that is the reason Gaki hunter. Oh yeah, I've killed so many of them. The reason why he goes like that is because of the Dark Realm, like a spiky ball, and that's all due to the effects of the Dark Realm. If I come out of it, he'll do more. He'll probably do more. The guy will probably do more damage. Oh. So, if she's not under the effect of the Dark Realm, she does like a passing gate. Oh, he was part of it as well. I guess I need to get these Kodomas back. Oh, so the guy must be like, oh, help my friends. Oh no, my cat's gonna disappear. There he goes. Oh god, thank you. Oh, it's a Sudoma. Yeah, Sudoma. The purple one. It seems though it wants something. So if you got the, obviously to your inventory, and if they drop that for example, it'll take it, do a little dance, and then it'll give you something back. Usually it might be good, usually it might be more stuff. So like, for example, when I first did it first time, it gave me 3 small spirit stones, I think it was a lantern fruit, and instead of Gleaves of the Shinobi, I got Gleaves of, not Gleaves, the Gauntlets of the Shinobi. Open my shortcuts. I won't rest yet. What if he's up top? And he isn't. Where is it? Oh, he is there. Seems to want something. Might as well trade in the Nioh Veterans Gauntlets. See what I get. See, it might be... Ah, Ashes Gauntlets, okay. At the moment, eventually you will get Divine when you finish the game, and when you get Divine stuff, it's a lot better. Divine is only your weapons and equipment can only go up to a certain level, which is 100. Well, on the first one it was 150, and when you get to 150, that's it. It stops, and once it stops, you can't get any more levels on it unless you get the Divine equipment. And now with Divine equipment, you could with Divine equipment you can boost it a little bit. I didn't expect to do that much damage. Oh well. Yeah, with Divine equipment you can just boost it a little bit. You'll get like 150, but in brackets it'll say 100. It will say +1, and the maximum it can go up to is +15. Because there's a trophy on the game where you have to get to. You have to have all equipment +15. I think it's rather all armor or all weapons to +15. I think it is all of them. But at the moment you will only get, the highest you will get is purple, and then it will go Divine, and then it will go, I think on Way of the Devil, or the next one up it will be Way of trading the Natural Gauntlets, I guess. Oh, hello man, Gauntlet. It'll be like, it'll be like random stuff. So it'll be randomly generated. It'll be probably the stuff that you've already got. Or well, what you've already gained along the way. But it'll always, at the moment it looks like it's, if you trade in purple you're gonna get purple guaranteed. And the only reason why I'm doing purple is because the Sodoma's purple. So I have a feeling if I give him something like under purple, he's going to get a bit mad. Dark Realm. Get it over with. So now, my compass goes blue. It'll probably indicate that I'm in a Dark Realm. But I think it also does not increase my... Hold on. Dip. Oh, come on, I dodged them in all the time. Oh well, I got him. Well, we've been trying to get the Spirit Stone on top of his head. Thinking of game's late reaction. I love the game, don't get me wrong, but it's sometimes the late reactions gets you out. Because they, let's say they automatically lock on you. Doesn't matter whether you go left, right or centre, they'll automatically lock onto you. And when they automatically lock onto you, that's it. Oh my god, it had to be one of them that controls Dark Realm. Level 33. Well, I need to get rid of Dark Realm to get me stuff, so... He doesn't have a... He must have. Really? He doesn't have a weak spot? Okay. What's it? Oh. Seems to want something. I won't trade it. Okay, Black Goose. Okay. Purple. One of them, I guess. Oh, I've got Merchant's Brace. Merchant Braces. Okay. Heal. So there was only one. Let's get this straight. There was only one Kodama to send home. For some reason. Even though I collected every single Kodama on this section of the map. Okay. That's a Kodama. I'm actually quite interested in what's going to be the next boss. Oh well, on main mission, should I say? Oh, it's an Enki. I thought it was a yokai. That's my fault. I should have kept blocking. Yeah, I forgot to say. Oh, Jesus, thanks, Comfort, to help me slave yokai. Send him home. And I guess the next Sudama or Kodama's in here. I think I see him. Oh no, that's a lotus flower. Yeah, also, yeah, you'll see like a lot of lotuses flowers when you jump in. Obviously the lotus flowers are around him. They signify, I think they're supposed to signify death or ill omen. That's just weird. Oh, it's not a hammer anymore, it's a sword. That's weird. It's a little bit more easy. As I say, when I say this is a little bit more easier, this is where I die. He did that to himself. Let's just get that right. So yeah, I think the lotus flowers are supposed to signify death or bad omens. A comb is also an unfortunate gift if you gift it in Japan, because I think it's supposed to signify some a loss, like you've lost someone close to you. That's one side mission down. Well, another side mission down. Looks like you've managed to find the companions of whoever sent that note. Any problem? Actually, they sent a message to say thanks. Happy friends returned. Their handwriting's terrible. At least they're happy, and that's what really matters, right? Ah, the Kodama... a Sudoma dance. Okay, cheers. A Kodama ball, which I can put on my head, and the possessed Kodama ball, you just throw it on the floor and a Kodama comes out of the, I think that's what it does. Yeah, Kodama ball is a hat, which I'm going to keep, so I'm going to lock it in. Overwhelm resistance. So it'll give me plus 14 life. Increase your resistance to the yokai and dark realms, reducing the slow effect of your key rate. So, because you're technically human and half yokai, your human side with your stamina regenerates a lot slower. So that's why it just dampens the effect. Increase the effect of Kodama's blessing. Oh. So the Kodama's blessing, so you can increase the equipment you get, increase the elixirs they can enemies drop, the equipment that they drop, increase the effects of how much Amarita I get. So at the moment I got 25%. So if I equip that, I get rid of life recovery purification, but I still get damage taken versus yokai -3, which is quite good. I might have a go at the Kodama just in case. Oh, smithing text. Ashoka cups, I got 45. You do get quite a lot of Ashoka cups if you keep killing revenants. And possessed bowl. So the bowl is possessed by a Kodama spirit. Just place it on the ground and wait for a Kodama to make its entrance. It won't do much, but it makes a nice change from all the gore. I see that Team Ninjas wanted to not make a joke, but wanted to make like a little happy thing to do. That's my next submission. You get 7,000 coins and 2,752 souls, Amrita. Alright, so the search you didn't have to collect Kodamas, because I was going to say I collected all Kodamas. You see, right here. There you go, look. Oh, that's my last one. Elixir drop, increased materials, soul core, equipment 5%. That's actually quite low. Them two are quite low. To say that a Marita materials and elixirs drop a much higher rate. I don't think on number 1 they didn't. I don't think they used to be 5. Alright, so I think it's all to do with the healer blessing. The amount of Kodamas you collect, the elixir to your right, where it has like the little Kodama shrine, 25 out of 25. Up above that is the elixirs. You get +5, and the amount. I think you can increase it in ninjutsu, and the more times you obviously increase it, the more elixirs you can carry. And I think the highest you can carry is 12. Because I think that's the only thing that I got up to on that's what I got up to on number 1. Oh, the following yokai can now visit your hut. Yes, I can. That's my snake my snake that I got off the previous main mission. That's the little Sodoma that I was talking about. He's got a skull instead of just a ball. Little smiley eyes with. You can also verse. I've played Persona 5 as well, and the Kodamas are literally quite different on Persona 5. They're like an old man, with like obviously like the bamboo little leaf, like the little leaf stick thing he's got in his hand. They still got that leaf stick, but they're like old men. I'm gonna stick with my snake. I still need some of these. Let's read some yokai illustrations for the time being. A human has turned into an oni or a demon owing to the power of the spirit stones. This form of oni is generally a muscular horned humanoid who dwells in the mountains. Shutendoji is the most famous example. Along with the oni fought at Monotaro, I've actually read this, I'm reading it again for some reason, the Peach Boy. Every February in Japan, a ritual called Setsugun is undertaken where citizens scatter beans to drive away your oni and pray for good health. The power of the spirit stones is a double-edged sword. If used improperly or with evil intent, it has the power to transform the user into a yokai. A yokai is far stronger than a human, but devoid of irrationality. They can also follow their instincts to attack any who happens across their path. And that's what we was about to turn into in the first mission, shall we say. And there's many different types. At the moment I've only versed 2, which is that, 3, sorry. Oh no, it is 1. Which is like that with a sword and that with an axe. Well, technically I've done 3, but they're more samurai in appearance. So technically I've only versed 2. And on number 1 you virtually get one with like dual swords, another one with the Kuru Tsurugi, which is the one that looks like a sickle with a ball on the end, a chain and ball on the end. I don't think I read the. Oh no, I have read the second bit, yeah. Yeah, I have read the second bit. An Enki has the ability to handle human tools with ease. Okay. They have been known to use spears in battle, presumably weapons that were stolen from human owners. These spears are often thrown at their enemies, so one would be wise to keep this in mind if taking on the Enki from a distance. This is not the only danger they pose. They were once monkeys after all. and can therefore take great leaps towards their enemies. They have been known to hang from branches and buildings, waiting to ambush unsuspecting human passers-by. Be sure to stay vigilant when entering the Enki's domain. An Ippon Datari is a one-legged, one-eyed yokai. It is most commonly encountered in the vicinity of mines, and it is believed to have gained the unsightly form after years of harsh labour as a blacksmith. While favours wielding weapons such as a hammer or an odachi, its powerful leg makes for a deadly weapon. So, an odachi is take a katana, but double the size of the hilt and sword. Kappa. This is what I should have shown you when I was off screen, but I didn't get the chance to. So a kappa, when you meet one, it will run away. They'll run away. They're frightened to like face you in combat. If you run out of stamina, or if you are chasing it, it'll like throw stuff behind it and hit you with water damage. And if you run out of stamina, it punches you in a very funny place. A kappa is a diminutive yokai with green skin, a dish-like depression on their heads, and a turtle-like shell on their backs. They're generally lurking underwater, but they often emerge onto dry land as well. In the water, kappa are faster than fish, and known to commit evil acts like sieging children playing in rivers by the leg and dragging them underwater, or stealing the shiri kadoma, soul from people's behinds, leaving them listless shells of their formers. Jeez. Also, when you kill one, it'll drop a load of loot, so they are actually quite helpful if you do actually see one. There is a different kappa where it's purple, and you don't get much loot than the sparkly gold one. Nurikabe. Onibi. Nuri Honor. This man-eating yokai takes the shape of a snake with a woman's head. It literally means wet woman. Okay. It is seen nearby water on rainy days, searching for unlucky humans to make its prey. It is said that Nuri Onna were once women who tragically drowned, leading them to attack the living out of vengeful malice. There is another one that takes out their vengeful malice on people, is the Onryo, which is a vengeful spirit. If you watch the Ring horror film, she's supposed to be an Onryo. I think even the Grudge is an Onryo as well. This is the slime that we encountered in the last main mission. Toxic slime was a malleable body that is very resilient to attacks. So the key is repelling to one is aim for its glowing core, which is a skull. Some believe that toxic slime is a result of years of aging on a regular slug, while others speak of a failed attempt to manufacture a poison called goo. Okay. The word Gido also carries the general meaning of being lost, or if one has strayed from the established path. Sado, the left path, also holds the same meaning. See, this is what you get in Japan and China. You have like the same meaning, but it's spelt different. But it can also, but if you say, when I was in China, you had the word ma, and my tour guide used the word ma as an example in different prefectures in China. So if you used ma in one prefecture, it could mean mother, but if you use it in another prefecture, it meant horse, or something of the similar effect. That's why you can say ma ma chi ma, ma ma. All them ma's have a different meaning. And it's so weird when you're trying to like establish on like what you're trying to say, in like these different prefectures, because Ma could just mean mum, or it could just mean horse. It could also say meaning, as there was an ancient belief that the right side was the true path, whereas the left path was the evil. There is an aberrant soldier's yokai power resides in their left arm. Can surely not be a mere coincidence. Do not let your guard down when facing an aberrant soldier. Even if they remain at a distance, the shells fired from the left arm prove deadly. Yeah, they fire a cannonball out the left arm. One-eyed Oni, yeah, that's the gigantic Oni with a single eye. It's like a Cyclops, basically, like in Greek mythology. This is the wheel monk. A yokai like a wheel is a gigantic face attached to it, and there's two. I think the one on the back is blind, so if you if it was like this from a distance, and you can practically sneak up on it. The wheel is big enough to use as used on an ox cart, and while the face has a certain degree of freedom to leap from, it is there to remain tied to be there by hair. Yeah, I can see that. Withered in flames and scowling hideously as they roll around, the face resembles a visitor from another world, and has long stuck terror to the hearts of those who witness them. My evil nemesis, the Tengu. Yeah, here we are, the lesser umibozo. Kumi umibozo, literally small umibozo, is the resentful souls of samurais who died fighting at sea. They are said to lurk in the waves and ambush passing vessels, making them feared by fishermen, but also reportedly come up to shore at times. So the umibozo means sea monk, and obviously small umibozo will probably mean small sea monk. Hopefully I got that right. And the umibozo is a monk who's died at sea or was killed during a drowning or being killed at sea. And they're giants. They're feared by pirates, tradespeople, fishermen, and it says that if you do encounter one, apparently the way to get rid of it is to give it a barrel that cannot be filled. And it does sound like a trick question of like, oh, cannot be filled. Well, what do you mean? Well, the way to trick it is to drill a hole or put a hole in the bottom of a barrel. So when it fills it up, it'll say, oh, it probably won't notice it until you've like escaped. And once you've escaped, it'll get rid of it at bottom, and once you've made your escape, you're safe. It's so weird on like how to trick it like that, but that's what they say. Yep, I read the second bit. Due to its grudge it bears, Mizuku favours wielding weapons that cause pain to its enemies more than those who are effective at using to a swift kill. As a counterpart, it is more malicious and sadistic side. It has also had the tendency to recklessly charge at its enemies, displaying less forethought and more similarity to a rampaging horse. One might attribute its dual nature to its mixed human and horse origins. If you face a Mizuku in battle, dodging its charges and attacking it from behind will surely lead you to victory. But don't dodge it for don't keep hitting it from behind, because it'll eventually kick backwards and hit you. And I read the third bit on that one. And I read the second bit. Now this is the snake that I got killed quite a lot. And you do get the horn, the silvery bit, from it as an award when you keep doing the mission. Yatso no Kami, so it's a serpent god, which I think its inspiration is Yatso no Kami, which are spirit gods, serpent gods, should I say. Yatso no Kami is a serpent god with a horn made of countless blades protruding from its forehead. These blades can be shot like arrows at the yokai's foes. Pardon me. Under the influence of the Dark Realm, its snake-like arms gain sentience and spring forth from its body to join the fight. Take heed when its white body turns black, for this is a sign that it's about to call forth the Dark Realm. Oh, never noticed that really. I thought he stayed white. I think in the midst of battle you tend to not like notice it. While it's called a god, Yatsu no Kami was originally guardian deity to humans who were in pursuit of certain goals. It is said that many Yatsu no Kami once thrived in the wetlands until a man named Matachi of the Yazu clan attempted to cultivate their land. The yokai stood in its way and were driven from the lands as a result. Matachi planted a stake in the ground and declared it is a border between the realm of humans and yokai. It is then built a shrine so as to appease the yokai to avoid their wrath. Driven by its curiosity, the Kodama finds his way into many unusual places. However, perhaps due to the arboreal origins, it has a poor sense of both direction and distance, and often loses its bearings. If you have any chance upon a disorientated Kodama in your travels, direct it to the nearest shrine. A Kodama never forgets its debts, and its deep connections to the gods will surely pay off eventually. And these are the Sudama with his black grass cape. What they use in he don't have one. But the grass, like you've seen him like when I've like walked past them on this game and noticed them on Ghost of Tsushima. They have like a grass cape, which is for winter times. They have like a straw hat and some shoes. That's my Scampus, my little. Did I read the third bit? I think I read the third bit because I think it was talking about. Yeah, it was talking about the Dark Realm, and that's about it. Guardian Spirit. Why is this lighted up? It'd probably be this. Shirohami is a guardian spirit of the form of a white viper. While snakes are worshipped in many regions of Japan as messengers or personifications of the gods, often being seen as symbols of growth, rebirth, long life, and prosperity. The realms of... oh, jeez. Benzaiten? Yeah, Benzaiten, a patron goddess of the prosperity and the arts. It is believed to be a white snake that bring one vast riches. This belief has led to the Japanese practice of keeping the shed skin of a snake in one's wallet, or using a wallet that is made out of snakeskin. Alright, so it's like us, like back in the day, like in the Western culture, like you have, i.e., a coin purse, shall we say, made of tiger skin, and therefore you're rich. Many snake deities, but like nowadays everyone's got a tiger print wallet or purse, and it therefore does not make you rich. It's just it's like coffee. Coffee at one point was a luxury to have, and probably even the wealthiest people would have coffee, whereas your lowly farmer boy probably only supped tea. It was just a luxury that people wanted, and now everyone has it. It's no longer a luxury. A famous example of the white snake mercenary is the Suwa-gan Grand Shrine. The viper's powerful venom and extremely resilient nature has been made an object of reverence, so the white viper should be considered a most powerful spirit. And I think this is a brute, whereas this one's a feral. Character dictionary. Yeah, I did read that. You do eventually get like question marks. It usually on the first one it says complete question mark question mark question mark. So you're like sat there like, well, what do you mean? The first player, Tokichiro, brings the protagonist to his. I'm just going to say Hiddy instead of brings Hiddy to his temple to meet the former daimyo of Nioh, Saitō Dōsan. Of delivering the spirit stones obtained the Yanzura Zakura. Use San Zakura to Dōsan. Tokichiro is given a new assignment. Hiddy joins him in the investigation of unusual events at Mount Tatara. After defeating the yokai in the forge, the protagonist is suddenly attacked by a master woman named Nioh, but Tachiko manages to intervene before the fight gets any deadlier. So she was unseen yokai, and because the protagonist is half yokai, it still considers you need to die. The protagonist eventually learns that Dōsan is in trouble and rushes to his aid upon seeing the protagonist's dagger and the character inscribed on it, which means hide. Dōsan realizes the protagonist is his very own child. Oh, that's interesting. The protagonist is very own. I didn't even notice that. It just told you to it tells you to like run basically. Oh, that's using spirit division. Dōsan tells the protagonists of their past before ordering them to head to Owari. The protagonist Tokichiro and Nioh now escape the swarm of yokai and set off to their next destination. I don't think I've nope. Clan of Yo. Yeah, I've read that one. So, Saitō Dōsan is a former daimyo. A daimyo is a warlord, basically a leader of a province. So, like Nioh Province, modern day Gaifu Prefecture. You get them all over. Even Japan was a daimyo in the past, and obviously the Oda clan. They're like clans. So like you get like the Oda clan, the Adachi clan. They're all daimyos, and whoever at the moment, I think the capital in Japan was Yamato at the Warring States, and brain fart. Well, when Japan broke into pieces and fighting each other for power, the capital, so like Japan, was controlled by puppets. It wasn't anyone who's any of it like any particular power, but when Oda clan defeated another clan, it regained the capital and they became the emperor. And then Oda was trying to, I think the Oda was trying to like reunite Japan, but then it was assassinated by one of his elders, and then he tried to like reunite Japan, and then he got assassinated, and then eventually they reunited Japan, and then I think this was what's his name? Is it Hideyoshi? He eventually reunited Japan, and then he wanted to take Korea, and then eventually China. He was like going so well, and then he died. But then his 5 elders wanted like to. It was the previous elder that not previous elder, the previous emperor who died during the attack of Korea and China. When he eventually died, he told his 5 elders to like look after his son so he can become emperor. And then basically the 5 elders was like, you what? It's not going to be that kid. It's going to be us. Lots of fun stuff in medieval Japan. Anyway, Saitō Dōsan was the founding daimyo of Nioh Province, an ambitious man who managed to seize the position of daimyo by overthrowing the former master. He is known as the Viper of Nioh, though he had a history of clashing with the Oda clan of Owari Province. Their relations improved after he married his daughter with Princess Nioh Nobunaga. There we go. Nobunaga, the Oda heir. This alliance solidified his power in the Nioh region. I don't know why I'm reading this because I've read it. Having appointed his daughter, Yoshitatsu. Okay, so this is interesting. They made Yoshitatsu, even though in historical terms it was his son. They made him a girl, and I'm like, oh, okay. So that's who was fighting him. I think they just wanted to make, because even the Scampus was named differently. So I'm just thinking because there's not really. I'm guessing there's not much evidence, but according to, I know I got it from Wikipedia. Don't laugh at me. It says son. So whether Yoshitatsu was a daughter or son, you make up your mind. But on here it's his daughter, but on Wikipedia it says it's his son. So I don't know anymore. But Princess No was his daughter. That's his actual daughter, which was called Nohime. And he did marry her off to Oda, and Princess No is also in the first one, who becomes a Yuki Onna, which means Snow Woman. And you did have to fight her, and eventually you did kill her. Well, you didn't kill her, but you let her go, shall we say. And in a side mission, you had to fight them both together, Oda and the Yuki Onna, and that was a fight and a half to do. Dōsan acknowledged that Nobunaga was the greater man than his own heir. Dōsan collects spirit stones and often eyes those who were not samurai, such as Tokichiro, to do so. Dōsan went under the name of Myum when he was the head of the yokai hunting clan known as the Sohaya. Oh, so the woman's might not be called Myum then. That might be just a title. After he fell in love with the yokai Muroshina, so your mother, his goal became to create a world where humans and yokai could live in peace, even after he became a daimyo. He continued to gather spirit stones to prevent others from abusing the stone's power, all in the service of a greater goal. Later he attacked by his own daughter, Yoshitatsu, to whom he had handled the leadership of the clan. When the protagonist comes to the Dōsan's rescue, Dōsan rescues the protagonist's dagger due to the characters inscribed upon it, and realizes the protagonist is the child he bore with Moyoshino. I think Moyoshino is fictitious. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. Dōsan unwittingly sacrifices himself to enable the protagonist's escape. And this is your mother, who dies in the the start of the game. Mission was a yokai and a woman. Oh, I read that bit. Despite being a yokai, mission fell in Saitō Dōsan, who was known to be at the time as Nioh, the leader of the which is kind of weird. Leader of the yokai hunting clan. They kill yokai, and then he fell in love with a yokai. Okay. Couple left Australia and build a life together, where eventually blessed with a child, they lived happily life until then neighbours learned the truth that Majin was a yokai and a child was a shiftling. In order to protect him from the harsh judgment of those around, Moyoshino decided to leave her husband. Alright, so she left him to raise the child in... I want to zoom in. Is she... Her eyes black or... well, at first when I was like so far away, they looked red. Saitō... This is different. I didn't see her. Saitō Yoshita... Oh, I probably might meet her in the next one, next chapter. Saitō Yoshitatsu is a daimyo of the Nioh Province and Saitō Dōsan's daughter and heir. Upon Dōsan's retirement, he entered the leadership of the clan, became the master of the Inabayama Castle. However, she and her father would later become enemies. Yoshitatsu also fought against Oda of Owari, who's in the crumbling ruins of Inabayama as the base of her operations. Pardon me. In order to obtain power needed to stand against her father, Yoshitatsu turned to the spirit stones. Eventually, she instigated a rebellion against her father in hope of seizing Dōsan's amassed store of spirit stones, sending an army that included yokai to attack Dōsan and driving him to his death. Alright, so yeah, Dōsan's dead. In the first one, there was a person that was half yokai, and that was De Musamari. Or Musamano? Oh, I can't remember his name. But I know he was part of the Date clan. And he was called Date Musamami. And it was the I did show you on I did show you on it's the blacksmith, and that's the protagonist. I did show it on Ghost of Tsushima, where they have like the traditional. So imagine that helmet, but get rid of the horns and that other ornament, and just have like a really, really, really thin crescent moon, but it looks like a smiley face. That's all I can describe it. But it's like turned a little. I'm trying to figure out which one I've read and what I haven't read. Blackened corpses strewn to the sooty interior of the blacksmith's forge. She reaches out to touch one and would feel scorching wind, and the yokai Enria take fiery form. A fiery form. Protagonist makes a leap to the forge, but is attacked from behind by a masked woman. Just before it turns into a fatal incident, Tokichiro intervenes and stops it escalating. Spurning Tokichiro's blandishments, the masked woman leaves, saying she is interested in hunting yokai and nothing else. The woman arrives to traverse the Viper's sanctum to arrive at the Shirahibi Shrine. Suddenly the hideous snake-like creature with countless blades protruding from its head worms its way out of its hole of rocks. Oh, jeez. A concealed door opens and gravely wounded Saitō Dōsan emerges, realizing that the protagonist is his daughter. He is his determination to use Shorahame. It's going too fast. The power of guidance spirit Shirahame with her. By doing this, he reveals that his past to the protagonist as a troop of the yokai approach Dōsan sacrifices himself to allow his daughter to escape. The protagonist joins forces with Tokichiro, but never finds him chosen with yokai, saved by Nioh, the masked woman. Yeah, so that's the last one where you get saved by yokai hunting woman. You know, the girl that wants to kill you. So I'm gonna not do that. I'm gonna continue to the next region.
Owariはここ美濃から南に下ったとこにある織田家の国だ。当主は信長様。最近勢力を伸ばしている新鋭の若い大名らしい。しかしな、この信長様はうつけだって噂もある。まあどっちにしろ道三様が娘を預けるほどの男だ。物おじしても始まらん。行こう、秀の字。
I hope it like lets you like raise up a little bit so that I can talk a little bit about the map. Oh, of course not.
美濃より落ち延びてまいりました。商人の藤吉郎と申します。隣は仲間の秀千代。この度は拝謁をお許しください。誠に恐悦にございます。
Oh no.
うぬは汎用か。 よく顔を見せよ。初めて見る光じゃ面白い。お主ら二人、今日からこの信長の客となれ。
お計らい感謝いたします。おい。
Oh, it's Princess No.
して父の最後はいかようであった。マムシらしゅう毒をまき散らし立派に行かれたのであろうな。
Yes, you do see the butterflies in the when you do fight her. Oh, and also the Twilight mission's changed. Twilight mission changes every day, so it's daily basically. So, what was interesting with Oda Nobunaga was so this is Oda territory where the starting point is. That is Oda territory. That it was so small on the map you probably wouldn't be able to point it out. And right next door to him was probably where that Shinto shrine is, and probably up to where the probably even where the flags are, shall we say, all the way around, enclosing Oda, shall we say, like we'll say from that house there and all the way to where them flags are, and obviously to where this hill is. That there was Oda, and that was Oda's territory. The way that the border that I marked out was clans on different sides, and the one to his right was a lot larger clan, and he somehow still managed to pull through. Oh, that's interesting. The castle's changed to crystals all over the place. As I do continue, and I'm trying to go like over to here, where my I think it's right here, like somewhere here. That's Tokyo, and that's where Japan and it was ruled by yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, I just wanted to look at the country map, see if it was any different from the first one. It's more coloured than Thurston, black and white on Thurston. But yeah, where my blue icon is, that's where I won't have time to get into another mission, because it would just take too long. So I'm just going to sit and talk about a little bit about Oda and where Japan was. Japan was where my blue icon is, what I just said, and it was owned by puppets. Oda is basically where that castle is, where the starting point is, and it was a very much smaller clan, and surprise, smaller clan wins against large clan, and he goes and takes Japan and becomes emperor. Oda Nobunaga, to lead about his little life, what was interesting is when he said intriguing to you as a shiftling, like signifying he's heard of him but never seen one. Master Archer's bow. He also had I would say bodyguard, a bodyguard of a black man, and everyone in like these times, everyone will go, well, in this time period, shall we say, everyone was owning them, and like even in 1555, Spain was discovering America in 1492. So let's say around that time, everyone was using them as slaves in 1555, and I don't think it's 1555 anymore. It's 1560. When Oda saw a black man, he didn't think of, oh, he's a guy of a different skin colour, let's basically make him bow and praise me. No, he didn't do that. When he actually eventually found Yosuke, as he was called in Japan, the first black samurai, Oda never saw one before, so he took him as a servant, shall we say, as a quote-unquote servant, but as a a good one, not a servant as a bad one, like would work long hours and labour days. He didn't do that. He worked as like probably like serving drinks, and that's probably about it. And when he was invited into like Oda's little inner circle, shall we say, he finally discovered that during an onsen discussion, he saw that the skin wasn't like, think of it as paint, shall we say, didn't come off, and he was like, oh, he's black. And because he's never seen a black person before, he was quite surprised and intrigued, and he made him a samurai. And that's probably one of the best working places that a black man in Japan could have gone is a samurai. Because the think of India and think of Japan. India, you had like even in England, you probably have like farmers at the bottom, but in Japan, farmers were quite up on the scale. Like in England, farmers would be like, you would, as a king, you would like push them or have them work long grueling hours and all that. But bottom of Japan's food chain was merchants. They saw them as like crafty people up to something. I think it went like probably not craftsmen, but merchants especially was at the bottom, and then it would have been farmers and craftsmen. I think it was samurai, then priests, and then it would have been emperor. I'll probably do the last. See where that mountain is. That bigger mountain, that's Mount Fuji. I've actually seen it. It's quite impressive, I have to say. It is a very decent sized mountain. I got a picture, and it was so unbelievably how I got it. It was on top of it was not on top, but in a bullet train. You know, a train that's going like 300 miles per hour. But anyway, guess what? We've got yet another job from Master Dōsan, who's kind of dead, but okay. I guess he doesn't want us forgetting who's in charge anytime soon. It's another request to take care of some yokai. Apparently they've seen a bunch of people. Yeah, that's seen them as returns. Still, that doesn't scare them. You though, right? Don't think so. Let's get going then. Yeah, so he didn't expect Yosuke to be like a black person. There's even talks that Peter the Great had a black cousin. I think it was like cousin or uncle from Africa. And with Yosuke, he had the best job around, being a protector of an emperor. And I think Yosuke did a really, really good job of doing it. And he became Oda's trusted man. And it's something brilliant like that you see when you see like all the stuff that went off in history. You just like look at that piece of history and you're like, wow, two humans of a different race, different colour of skin, working together. And it's so fantastic on how you do read it. Willy mushrooms. Who the heck is this? Oh, it's just a normal person. You know, it's actually quite satisfying to see another person get stomped upon. There we go. Oh, I don't have it. Oh, now it works. Okay, good. Two can play that. There we go. It's just a lot of mushrooms. Glowy mushrooms. And sticks. There's also the, I think it's the Battle of Sekigahara, where the first usage, probably I think it's the first usage of firearms given to them by the Europeans, and one especially. Especially one, which is the Hideyoshi clan. They were the first to actually use at the Battle of Sekigahara. Probably not the first, but they extensively used firearms during the battle, and it was very helpful. Still had like people throwing like bows and arrows when one clan had muskets. Yeah, muskets weren't good, but they were a technological advancement in those. I did not mean to use the steel. Oh dear. I got more snakes. Ah. Yeah, you gotta watch out when they paralyze you. Because once they paralyze you, that's it, you're open to get grabbed. And it was a big problem for the first boss in the first game. I didn't mean to do that. Only the first circle the first boss was a vampire. I like how the killers of men and I'm a woman. Heal. Oh, I gave him that way. But yeah, using the muskets, even though they want the best, because you had to do this with them, you had to do that with them, like you had to get a bit closer than an average bow person. But when are you going to see bamboo armor stop a bullet? I mean, even the Europeans had like iron armor and steel, and yet they still made advancements to the bullet and made it more penetrating, the armor. They basically made it better over time. It's like you come up with this invention, so let's say the musket ball, which is more round, and then eventually when, let's say, Germany invents, well, for example, Germany invents iron armor to stop the musket from penetrating so far until you get to a decent range, but the range to it is more closer than you think. You have to like come up a new way. So like you probably make the bullet of what it probably is like looks like today, got more of a point, and it'll be like more penetrating and all that, and then it'll force Germany, who invented iron armor, let's say as an example, as I just said, it'll push them to make, even though the armor that they created was like, oh, it was pretty decent, but then now because of the invention of the new bullet, they'll have to make advancements on the armor. What the hell is this? And I'm trying to get to it. Can I not get to it? Oh, it's a mushroom. I got tricked. That's not nice. An Enki. I've fought too many Enkis. Oh, it's the other variation of the yokai. You know what, I'm just going to use top, because I only used the top very much. I keep... No matter, kill him. I've used so much anime stuff. But yeah, the Battle of Sekigahara was against, it was about obviously the Ariyoshi clan, but I can't remember who were the opponents, and obviously the Ariyoshi won. Due to having guns. Obviously the other clan did have, okay, whoever was it? Sohaya. Yokai. That's a Gaki. That's an aberrant soldier. Which still hacks like a human. See, that's what it should be like. That's an egg. Might be a little bit more. Aye. I took off his leg. That's a bigger Gaki. What else? Oh god. Holy heck. I did not expect that much damage against him. I'm trying to take a cut. Wait, what? He said over his dead body. So there you go. Killed him. Well, I managed to get rid of the do some more stuff. Talk about a bit more. Talk a little bit more about history and mythology. That's good. There's also like different types of onryos. There's the Shiryo, which Shi means death. Garb faceplate. Huh. Damn it! It seems we were played. Although I kind of understand how someone might be compelled to rely on shady individuals like that. What with all of the yokai on the loose? Wearing a mask, Kunte yokai. Doesn't that make you think of Mumyo? Huh. So now I've actually proper finished the Awakening chapter. So now I can just, if I ever need to like grind or anything, I can just come back to the Awakening chapter and just carry on there. So that's so this is 4 years in front. 1560. Yeah, 4 years in front from starting of 1555 to 1556. So you go a year in front, and then eventually you go 4 years of getting to Oda, even though it doesn't look. Because let's say that's where Awakening takes part in the Nioh Province. It takes 4 years to get over here. Yeah, well, I'm not complaining. Do some shrine stuff. Stamina. As I said, eventually, in number 1, it eventually happened. Your dexterity and magic, if you ever want to like continue them, you have to like upgrade them. I think at the moment it was like 25 or 20. I think it was 20 actually, because I had mine at 23 and ninjutsu. Rank 20, you get to like the master, and that's where you will verse the master person that's training you. Eventually you get to the person that's training you, you beat them, and then you learn a mythic art. And mythic arts... wrong one. Mythic arts are in, like, for example, this allows you to cancel out the tonful technique using Demon Dance, or, which is probably, this is probably one that I'm going to go for, Apocalypse. Increase damage from tonful when you perform a series of consecutive attacks, which is going to be perfect for, like, this, not that. Where is it? I can't find it now. I think it is that dance. That's it. Altered Demon Dance, Pulverize Man. So you just keep pressing square, and that's good against yokai. Because on the number 1, that just pulverized all of their to unleash a powerful attack. Parry is the, yeah, see, like that. That is not a parry. It is a parry in their eyes, like, but I still like the I still like the the dual swords parry. I'm not gonna go for that. I might go for that. Impenetrability to unleash a powerful attack. Dragon's like 2, and I think it's an additional attack. Yeah. What's this? When you're your melee damage will be increased by 15%. And then it will be continued, yeah. What's this? When your health... Oh, when you... While... Pardon me. Oh, when you're in full health, your melee damage is increased by 3 when you have Tonfa, and then it'll be 2 and 1. Yeah, you don't want to get overpowered. Forms a 2-tier kick. I don't know. I like the kick on the like the medium stance. Follows a strong attack with a thrust from a single tonfa. When you drop a level, you receive damage reduced by 15%. Maximum key increases by 30 when... Ooh! Oh no, I can't get it yet. Yeah, that'll be like that as I go around maniac, like a maniac with with circle. Forced strike, it'll be, even though it says clear, that's usually what it says on the illustrations. It'll be like, unlike the yokai, it'll be like kill Gaki 30 times and unlock more info. But on character info, it did say like cleared mission ? So then it signifies that you need to complete a mission. So usually with skills, it's usually with the dojo stuff. I might go for that, because it's a passive skill, so it doesn't matter what stance you're in. I am keeping the... Oh well, I can put one on because I'm waiting for that, because it's a lot faster. I know it's from the front and not from behind, but you can quickly... I think you can quickly, if you quick it and time it, you can do it twice. Not the parry, but once you do parry them, they're down on the floor for a certain amount of time, and then you can like stab them again, you know, when they're on the ground and you press triangle with the red crosshair. Grapple damage increases grapple damage by 4 when you have dual swords equipped as your main weapon. Huh. So grapple damage means in fact I'll show you. Allows you to use a yokai ability while in a yokai ability. Using your armor by 0.7%. What's this? Increases the drop rate in dark area. Reduces the depletion of your yokai shift gauge by 10% when dodging. Yep. Wait, what? Consume one of a dash forward, leaving it an aftermage in your wake. Alright, it's the feral one brute. Men's key damage. Oh yeah, because that's the brute. Whereas feral, you leaving an aftermage in your wake allows you to perform a follow-up attack and deal immense key damage if an enemy's burst attack comes in contact with your after image. So what's Phantom then? One with the like ghostly tendrils around you. Guard against a burst attack, but the right at the moment to stagger the enemy and deal miss. I also, I actually found out this. Your Kai burst attack and shift all depends on your guardian spirit. So at the moment, I haven't got a Phantom. However, I've got 2 brutes and a feral, which is, I think the feral's the monkey one, and the brutes are the snake and the dog one. But at the moment, I haven't come across the Phantom. And at the yep. Titles, yokai ability damage, all. Increases the damage dealt by all yokai abilities. Sure. 0.2. Next one's gonna be... Damn it, that came up. Key recovery, elixir, effectiveness, and life. Amarita memories. So the memories come from the, at the moment, background. At the moment, it's usually background gives you like information, like little bits of information what's going off. Well, that was the first one, but at the moment it's just the yokai weapons talking to me. A monk has issued me a divine decree. I am to help you fight the forces of evil. I was a yokai many moons ago, a wretched being who killed men and committed sin. A monk brought me peace with his prayers, transformed me into a pair of tomfa. To aid those who would fell vicious yokai. That is my new mission. I have slain so many men, but now I will help you kill twice that number of yokai. And for the withered bone and bleached twig. For now you must fight. You will forget to master the way of the sword. Should you meet a man, cut him down. Should you meet a demon, cut it down. Should anything stand before me, do not waver. Cut them down. Cut, and cut some more. Only then you will know true peace. I finally see, to seek power is folly. It must come from within. Cut. And at the moment, I think I've got a glaive, a switch glaive. That's so since I've now mastered the that tomfa. Oh, the barbarian hatchets is corrupted as well. I do have a blessed one. I don't know if the blessed ones talk to you, but I know the. Ooh, it's a sword. Pretty interesting. Which I'll probably go like Takagimaru and the hatchets. But at the moment I want to use the switch glaive. If I haven't got rid of it. Knowing my dumb stuff, I would have. Oh no, there it is. Seething Dragon. I'm pretty sure I got a better one. I thought I had it in purple. That's not the other one I had. No, I must have not. Oh no, it's there. I have a blue one instead of a white. I wish they'd like. Oh, it's an Adachi Blood Spider Blade. Oh. Interesting. So final damage blow is like the ending bit. I think it increased the final blow. So it's like the eventually when you kill them. I wonder if you use like a different one, like you're not familiar with it and you keep using it. I wonder if all else gets spoken to you. Blood pile spear. Now they've introduced like sentient equipment. It's like it feels so weird to like use sentient equipment that talks to you. I've still got the wooden sword because it's got proficiency bonus, which increases my weapon's proficiency at a faster rate, which is like the familiarity and all that. Increases your block stat, so you won't be able to be broken as easy. While break is how much you do much damage to their stamina. So I'll be doing the Seething Dragon. Okay, weapon is beautiful. Yeah. Grants the chance of receiving a specified bonus when you defeat an enemy. Faster key recovery. So if I kill an enemy, I get faster key recovery. 1.4 gold and increases your melee damage against the yokai. So when you do the blacksmith thing, I forgot what it's called. So when you do not so much temper. You need Humorite, there we are, Humorite, which is like which is like And metal, it's pretty rare-ish. They are actually pretty... They're decent to come across, and they're quite difficult to come across. I still need to hand that... I still need to hand that in. Possessed Kodama Ball, so I can make Kodama Balls. For whatever reason. Where is it? Equipment. So, if I temper, I can only temper them. Then with the shape at the side, you can't do anything with it. It's like the skill that comes with the weapon. Whereas these are a skill, or a special effect, you can change them. So instead of gold earned plus 1.4, I can change that whatever it gives me. So it probably earn Amarita from Yokai 2.5%. Increased damage if this is your main weapon, or I think it can come with an element, I'm not sure. But usually, oh no, it can't come with an element, because usually an element on a weapon is a specified skill, so you can't get rid of it. So it'll probably be like mid-guard consumption sometimes, or it could be final blow damage, or increased damage, enemies defeated, or bonus damage, enemy hit. It can be it can be practically anything, unless it's not these rectangles or this shape. You can't change the rectangles or the shape. It's just something that comes with the weapon, and you just can't change it. However, the better the weapon, see, look, you get 4 special effects on that weapon, but you only get 3, and that gets 3, and that only gets 2. It's just something that it is. Eventually you'll get 5, and then eventually I think you get like 6 to 7 special effects, depending on the colour, so, or the rarity of the weapon. So purple at the moment is the highest until I finish the game, until I get divine. Then I can't remember the red one, but it's red. It's the very highest you can get. Stats at the moment, for some reason, my base weapon is the highest damaging weapon, even though it should be my tonfa. I think it is my tonfa, even though I'm at oh yeah, because I'm using the switch cleave at the minute. It should be the tonfa that's the highest damaging weapon that I have. That's the monkey, that's what I've got. That's the snake. Poison accumulation. Enemy. Life drain, melee kill, imbue poison, yokai abilities, soul call droplet. Also to increase like the damage, so it's times 1.61046 is to like put yokai abilities on the spirits, and you can do that at the shrine, which is there. Manage soul calls. Resting rites puts the unwanted souls to rest. Noriona. Ah, it paralyzes them. Huh. Interesting. That's actually pretty useful, actually. It'll be like you come across and you see, look, you get attack. Defense is mostly for the Noriona. Something in attack. Ooh. Oh, that's level 1 though. I think I have a level 1 down here. Of the Enki. Yeah, there it is. It's the first one I got when we first played this. Ah, I might put that on actually, because it's attack plus 2, and attack plus 22, and 32 in Yokai Shift. That's not actually that bad. That's actually pretty decent. Not sure about the other stuff. I'm going to burn this Owari to absorption. Okay. I don't know, that's actually pretty decent. Do I have any boons? Probably not. Because I don't have any DLC, no. I haven't bought the DLC yet. So I can't continue the whatever. Oh right. The protagonists and Tokichiro have made their way to Kaiyoshi Castle in Oya to seek out the orders of Oda Nobunaga. While Tokichiro bows and scrapes, Nobunaga is intrigued by the protagonists due to their nature as part yokai or shiftling, and tells the two companions that they shall henceforth serve him. Nobunaga's wife, Princess Nioh, is also present. Oh, I wonder if you see her die, because in number 1 she's already dead. I wonder if in this one you'll see her die. And interesting the fact she's called Princess Nioh on here, and I think she was referred to as Princess Nioh, but she was also called Nohime. No clue what it means. I'll have a look. I'll find out eventually. And yes, she was Saitō Dōsan's daughter, whereas Tatsuya was his son, who did attack him and tried to take his province, shall we say. But yes, he did marry Princess Nioh to Oda to strengthen alliances, and then eventually, yeah, they become friends. Well, that's all I got time for. We'll be doing what is the only thing I can do when I get back, is the hidden monsters of Okehazama. What a surprise. I wasn't expecting them to take in a bunch of outsiders just like that, without any real clue about our background. I guess they must have been impressed by good old Tokichiro. That aside, things are sure are getting busy around here. It sounds like the enemy are manoeuvring a considerable force this way, but I imagine that it's not going to stop you from getting out there and earning your keep, right? Me? I have no interest of crossing swords with my fellow man. No, I'll leave that the rest to you. Okay, so it sounds like I'm going to be versing someone out of a clan or summit. Because at the moment she's leading with the Soya, which are yokai hunters. And the guy that I versed in the side mission was part of Soya. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here. We'll come back, be doing the hidden monsters of Okehazama. If I ever need it, I don't know what mission is it. Recommended level 35. What level am I? Should be around 44. If I get stuck, I will I'll probably do a little bit of off-screen play, get a little bit of levels, get better equipment. I need to sell some stuff. I can do that later. So yeah, that's all the time I've got. I'll see you soon. Stay safe, stay healthy out there, take care, and I'll see you next time.